Waiting on Morris to show up this morning. Tux and Stripe and Marty are here. Hasn't dried up from yesterday's rain yet at all. You good chicken's a good chicken. Here comes Ruby. Well, I got extra medicines to dispense this morning. Gray's eye and Gray's antibiotics, so I gotta keep moving. Paper time, huh?
Yeah.
The alarm went off this morning, and I stirred and I said, "Do we have to get up?"
Yeah,
I was
really dark and
I was confused.
yeah,
Legitimately confused.
I was too. I was like, why is she asking me that question this early in the morning? I'm not awake yet.
Me either. Go feed Dusty. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. We had this other crate set up if we needed it for Gray. She's in Johnny's bathroom. Good morning. Oh, big stretch. Well, at least I don't have to wonder where Gray is this morning. She's in Johnny's bathroom. Time to go give her her medicine. Panther seems to be doing well. It's dark out there. Well, the good news is I got through everything okay. Only one little scratch from Gray when I stuck the antibiotic dropper in her throat. Dawn was holding her good, but can't blame her for not liking that. Never gave her medicine ever. Good morning, Ruby. And we're a couple minutes later than we should be. It'll be all right. Looks pretty cloudy up there still. The camera's making it look one notch prettier than it actually is. Right now, Ruby's saying 7:32. Be nice if it was saying 7:22. 7:27. Yeah, we're just a few minutes later than we should be. I went through the neighborhood this morning. Traffic getting to the other side of town just seems... I can't turn left onto Main Street. We're in desperate need, I think, of a stoplight there. And that's not going to happen anytime soon. And, yeah, it's just congested. Once I get to 401, it's pretty good. But there's a lot of congestion. There's like, 2 cars behind me, 4 cars in front of me. It's thick out here. I'll be calling just after 8 o'clock on my way home to try to set up the appointment to take Gray to the animal eye doctor, ophthalmologist person. And that's going to be either in Cary or Durham, and I don't know what, I don't know what time yet, and I don't remember what I said, but Don's on standby to get Johnny if I need him to. I'm just, anxious about how she's doing and anxious about getting her in there today, working that out. Once I know the plan, I'll be a little calmer about it. I already let Michelle know that I probably wasn't available to go shopping today, and her van is actually, after they got back from their trip, she had some sort of an oil leak, and her van is in the shop and she doesn't have her regular wheels, so it wasn't a great day for her to meet too. Hopefully, for sure, we can get back together next week. I could use some relaxing time just browsing around Guardian Angel right now, let me tell you. So we put on 10.69.25.1. It's not showing me the other number there. I think if I hit autopilot, it shows me the number there, maybe. No. Anyway, I think it's 30.5 is what it is. Yeah, so that equates to 30.5. And this was a interesting case where we had to go out to the car. I sent Dawn out at like 10:30 last night and go to the software tab. And when we went to the software tab, it started to download. And then a little while later in the app, I kicked off the update from the couch. That's how easy. Normally you don't have to go to the software tab. You get a notification on your phone that it's downloading, that it's there. But news was spreading on Tesla YouTube yesterday that this release was working a bit different. So anyway, it's installed on both cars now. I'm following What Fun this morning. It is fun. So that car is parked in the don't park from here to corner yesterday and today. And it was there in the afternoon yesterday too. I don't know what they're thinking. It interferes with getting out of the little, basically right-hand turn over there. And then I was coming off campus and a container carrier, like a garbage container carrier, was coming down that little narrow road onto campus. I don't know where they think they're going. They kind of need a sign at the other end, not that people would see it, that, you know, extra large vehicles not allowed because it can't fit down there past the security gate. And most importantly, Johnny saw a Rivian here at the Cookout stoplight as we came through. We were talking and I actually didn't see it, but I'm gonna pull it up so we can see it on camera. Look at the spec. I'm making the left turn here in front of Cookout, and it's going to be in the turn lane at the light. It's here. And I think after the light turned, the left turn lane was waiting, so I actually go past him and you get to see him better. This is a rather long light, frustratingly enough. Let's see what we can see here. Definitely a Rivian. I thought we'd look at the left camera, see if we saw anything else interesting from this angle. There it is. I guess it's that, I don't know what the official color is, but that moss green looking color, I guess that's what it is. Well, as luck would have it, I should have crated Gray up and took her with me this morning, but I didn't, because I didn't want to stress her out, not knowing they can fit her in at their Wake Forest location, which is north of downtown Raleigh. So it'll be a drop-off type appointment too, not necessarily a sit in the parking lot and wait appointment. So I am headed home to crate Gray and turn around and drive back to Wake Forest, because they do want her there as soon as I can get her there. And we'll just go by, you know, play it by ear from there, because I have no control over a lot of what's going on today. Timing is just probably just not going to work out for me, and I'm just going to be on the road and praying that Gray is okay, and that the treatment won't be too complicated. You know, best case scenario is they look her over and the course of action is what the vet in Fuquay started, possibly different medicine, but eye drops and antibiotic, oral antibiotic. And you know, worst case is or not, you know, is surgery, I guess, intervention to try to save the eye, and worst cases they feel that it can't be saved. So I'm trying not to go there right now and just take it one step at a time. I did not get last night's video done, so I'm trying to decide how to handle today, but I think I'm going to bring my computer back with me, and after I drop her off, find some place where I can work on the video and wait in Raleigh to grab Johnny. The earliest I can pick him up is noon, but I think 12:30 or 1 o'clock was more his preferred pickup time today, so he could eat lunch with his friends. But by the time I get back downtown, it's going to be 10 or 10:30 probably, back, you know, to drop her off. And you know, I'd get home, I could drive back home, and then basically I'd have to immediately turn around and go get Johnny. So yeah. And I guess with an extra trip up to Wake Forest, I certainly can go up there and come back home without needing to charge. But One of the things I might do is just swing into the Raleigh supercharger and charge Ruby up in case I needed to make a third trip today, and just also as a place to sit for a minute and work on the video on my phone hotspot. I don't know, it's complicated. It's complicated because I'm stressed, and it's complicated because I need to pick up Johnny, and this appointment is so far away. So we'll just, you know, I'll just play it by ear and do what I need to do. It's all I really can do today. Wow, it's foggier in Fuquay than it was in downtown Raleigh. The city's doing something up here. I'm not sure what. Possibly taking the Christmas lights off the pole, although they're all lit up right now. I don't know. Just be patient till we can get past. I can't tell if it's the town or utility, or they're not taking the lights down, they're doing something else. We've gotten Gray loaded up. I've got extra water, I've got my computer, I've got the Bowder battery pack that will run my computer. I've got coffee. Dawn gave me a lot of hugs. And I am headed to Wake Forest with Gray. It's going to take me right at an hour to get there. It is, goodness gracious, it's 51 miles away. It is what it is. I turned left out of the neighborhood like Ruby told me to, and I got behind this oversized load, so I'm not making very good time. I'm at 22 miles an hour here. Yeah. I didn't see him, I caught up to him. I guess I had alternatives. He's probably gonna make a right turn up here, and I'm gonna follow him all the way up to Holly Springs. That's just the kind of day I'm having. But maybe not. Maybe he'll go left. There's a lot of construction to the left too. Yeah, I'll be getting on the outer belt line, I-540, and going around and then up toward Wake Forest. I see it actually is literally Wake Forest. This is, I guess, not too far from my other chiropractor, Dr. Barnes. This is the inner belt line. So anyway, at least it's a lot of turnpike driving. Yeah, 32 miles on the belt line, and then another 8 miles up Capitol Boulevard to, or close to Capitol Boulevard for the actual location of this doctor's office. It's not all turnpike, it's about half turnpike, and then it just turns into the regular. Only the people on the southwest corner of Wake County have to pay. It's not fair. I did turn off Santa mode. I figured the 5th of January it was time. There's the rainbow with not too much else on the screen. It's enough to see it better now. I have a red Mach-E behind me and a white Model Y back there in the distance. The Y's been there a long time. The Mach-E just came up a little bit ago. Well, autopilot is working well today and definitely making this drive easier on me. I had a phone call from the eye doctor in Wake Forest, receptionist, nurse, and I knew it was curbside up here, so I'll be calling the number. And she called me and just wanted to confirm my time. She was a little bit nicer than the lady that I talked to at Cary, although I think she was just exasperated this morning with the number of emergency people calling in. But so I have the number to call. She said I'll wait in the parking lot while they do the exam. She's really hopeful, based on Dr. Liz, the vet in Fuquay's notes, that I would be able to pick her up around 3 today. Latest I can pick her up is 4:30. So I'm gonna grab Johnny sometime between 1 or 2. Johnny and I'll have to hang out for a bit, and then we'll go get Gray. So hopefully that works out after the exam, that it doesn't change. That sounds best case scenario. The only way it could be any better is if I didn't have to leave her there and come back. She's crying back there. I feel sorry for her. She doesn't understand. She's not used to car rides. I feel sorry for her. I just doing the best I can. I wish I could explain to her that mommy's just helping. Just to mention, the round trip back to the house from when I left was 33% arrival, so the only thing that would cause me to supercharge during the day is boredom, or you know, lack of any place else I need to be, or you know, a third trip. Well, I got there at 10:05. They took Gray inside. I waited for the doctor to look at her. That happened really quick. He called me to discuss. He feels it's likely the eye will have a favorable outcome. Of course, he can't promise me, right? But he wants to put in 2 stitches in the eyeball, yes, because there is a little bit of a blood in it, which I had seen that it was rosy colored, and irrigate it to help give the best possible prevention of a serious infection setting in. That he hopes the irrigation along with the antibiotic will allow the eye to heal without any issues, and she should be ready for pickup between 3:30 and 4 today. So I am actually headed home. Johnny wants a 2:15 pickup, end of the school day pickup, and then he'll drive with me to get Gray, and then we'll drive back home. We ought to get back home with her about 5 p.m.-ish. So I'm doing a little bit better. It's still going to be, you know, a little bit of a road ahead in giving her the medications at the house, which of course I'm prepared to do, and Dawn is prepared to help, and Johnny's helping too. I'm kind of letting Johnny be the one that she's happy with, so he can just go in there and spend time with her and rub on her and love her up, and she's not mad at him. And let her just be mad at me and Dawn. That's kind of what's going on there. So, you know, like I said, he can't promise me, but he feels like it's worthwhile to do the 2 stitches and the irrigation. It's likely the eye will be okay. He does this all the time with puppies, especially, that play and accidentally injure each other's eyes. It's fairly common. They're doing 3 procedures today, at least. They had a stream of people coming and going. They also do like cataracts and handle other doggy issues besides trauma at that animal eye doctor ophthalmologist's office. She'll need to go back in 1 to 2 weeks for one follow-up visit, just to look at it, make sure it looks like it's doing okay. We'll pray that, you know, obviously that goes to plan. So I'm going to get back home about 11:40, and that gives me just under 2 hours. I will plug Ruby in while I'm there. That should definitely give me enough to make it back downtown to get him, and up to the vet to get Gray. And if I'm running a little light on the way back home, the Cary supercharger where we have the meetups near that shopping center is on my way on the turnpike back down. So I think that's the plan I'm going to follow today. There's a chance I might be short on juice to get all the way to the house, and if so, I'll either stop at Raleigh or stop at Cary on the way back home, and maybe I won't have to. We'll see. Right now my range is 107 miles. I'm gonna take coming past my camellia and all those pretty blossoms having just opened up as a good sign for today. I am. I'm gonna be positive about that. It's pretty. It's turned out to be a gorgeous day. It's 66 degrees. It's going on 1:40 p.m. My ETA does say 2:15 p.m. to get Johnny, so I am on time, although I'm feeling late. Rushing as always. I would love to have gone for a walk, but I finished yesterday's video and Don came out and sat with me for a while, which was really appreciated. I just wanted some company and he rested. He was feeling a little tired. This back to 5:30 in the morning has both of us, you know, feeling a little run down, and it's only been 2 days. They had cap and gown pictures today at the school, which I guess I saw on the calendar, but I didn't exactly understand how that was working, or I don't remember seeing the you need to sign up to get it done stuff. But anyway, I guess they used one cap and gown with all the kids, and Johnny was able to get his picture made. He had $10 cash on him, and Mom has her picture. It's all good. He did good. And I did get a call about 10 minutes ago from the eye vet, and Gray is finished with her procedure and I can pick her up anytime between 2:30 and 4:30. So as soon as I grab Johnny, we'll head over there. That might get us back on this side of the world a half an hour early, a little more before rush hour. So that's appreciated. Certainly relieved that she's come through the procedure okay. So anyway, that's where things stand. I'm gonna listen to my Audible book and try to chill a little bit. Although when I'm listening to these post-apocalyptic fight for your life books, I'm not sure that they're all that chilling. I read romance at bedtime and I listen to post-apocalyptic stuff typically in the car. And it's you know, it's not always easygoing material. Now, 69 out there. I wish we'd gotten to walk today. It's unlikely that we'll have the opportunity when I get home, but maybe. Probably not. All you can do is get back at it tomorrow. We are 39 miles, 45 minutes from the house, according to Ruby, and she's telling me my arrival percentage is 8%, and that's consistently what it's been. So I'm not planning to stop at a supercharger. However, I told Johnny if it drops to 5% or less before we get to the supercharger, if the estimate changes, then we'll bail out at the Cary supercharger and charge, you know, do like a quick 10-minute stop and go. But right now it's looking good. No sweat. I got home with 21 miles to spare. Well, here's Gray, the star of today's show. Listen to the purring. It's more pronounced than normal, although she is quite the purr. Anyway, I have her up here just to show you guys. She sleeps in this on the floor. But when I'm giving her the medicine, up here is better. Dawn just held her for me. There's 4 things she needed. 2 different eye drops, an oral antibiotic, and an oral pain relief. The pain relief is 3 more times tomorrow and 1 time Saturday morning. Other than the eye having a lot of tears right now, although this seems to have abated just a bit with the drops. Anyway, she's doing as good as can be expected. She's tolerating everything really well right now, I would say. But this purring is more nervous, pain, upset purring than I'm just 100% happy to see you purring. Poor thing. Johnny will come in and do his love with her in a bit. This is how you have self-presenting doors in the Model Y. Thank you. Ruby's got 30 miles. We charged her for a little bit, but I'm just going to take Jules. I just dropped Johnny off at Taekwondo, and I'm going to call into the virtual meetup, the every other week Triangle Tesla meetup. Let me bring up Sketchpad so that I can get a little bit of brightness. That really does help light up my face so they can actually see me on the call. Doesn't have to be pretty.